New Jersey police warning burglars using Wi-Fi jammers to disable home security 911 calls. See, the TIs already knew this. We got a heat index, popping off. Excessive heat. It's not that bad out there though, but it is pretty hot. I ain't been outside yet. I've been busy, working and stuff, but doing things online. But I'm just letting y'all know that right now, as you can see, New Jersey police is warning burglars. You already know about the Wi-Fi jammers. You know what I'm saying? In fact, isn't jammers illegal? They say jammers. Last my check. What am I arrow at? Okay, last my check. They say jammer. If you get caught with a jammer, that's like a felony, right? So right here it says they're using jammers to disable your home security, and TIs. You already know that because how do these gangstalkers get to break in your crib? You know what I'm saying? If you got home security, if you got some might have spyware camera, some people might have just Wi-Fi camera to monitor your home. This is the reason why they're able to get away with so much that they get away with when it comes to a target. If you're home, especially if you live by yourself, if you live by yourself and you got home security, you better know that they're gonna disable that while you're gone, and they coming up in your crib. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna move things around. They're gonna do all that little goofy stuff that they do. You see what I'm saying? So this right here, I guarantee when it says New Jersey. It says New Jersey police warning burglars using Wi-Fi. I guarantee these burglars are Antifa. You see these people right here? These are gang stalkers. And they're using Wi-Fi jammers to disable home security. And when they disable the home security, that disables, I guess, the 911 call, so that way 911 don't be contacted or alerted whenever, that signal go out. Because if you got home security, saying somebody, set that signal off, then 911 get that call, that alert. So all they got to do is just deactivate that Wi-Fi. Use that jammer, deactivate the Wi-Fi, bam. Shut off your home security. You at work, you at the store. You being gang stalked at the store. You got a whole bunch of people following you around the store with red on. Whatever you're going through. Meanwhile, somebody at your crib right now taking a dump, watching your TV. In your crib, in your refrigerator, drinking your orange juice that you left open. You know what I'm saying? You come back like, man, I could have swore I had more juice than this. You see what I'm saying? So for all the TIs out there, you know what I'm saying? So you might want to, think of something else. Some other formula. Maybe you can get a different camera. I would suggest, like, I don't have no cameras, but if I was to get one, I would get a camera other than Wi-Fi. You best off just getting something that's just going to record, something hidden, and just record, because, trust me, they can deactivate your Wi-Fi. They can deactivate your car alarm systems. I told you they used to get in my car. I got videos that they got in my car in the past, years ago. They still probably do it now. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? So that's just what they do. They don't have no life. You see what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, though, I want you to understand too that these people right here, see that arrow? These people right here, they're working for these people right here. You see, so that way they can do this right here. You know what I'm saying? And disable this right here. You know what I'm saying? So that way, and then that way these people right here won't get contact. And and this is just all just a part of the so-called upcoming purge too. You see what I'm saying? You gotta understand too, when that purge pop off, man, you might as well just forget about trying to dial some 911. You might just forget that. I mean, you're basically literally on your own. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can call 911. You can call on Jesus. You can do what you want, but that don't mean you're gonna be rescued. Okay? I just want to put that out there. So, with that being said, y'all, this is the deal. This is what's going on, and it is what it is. It is what it is, player. More videos coming. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. They're using jammers. But you better not get caught with one, though. You get caught with a jammer, then bam. They got you. But at the same time, they got these burglars out here with these jammers. So that way they can sneak up in your crib or deactivate your car alarm system. Blah, blah, blah. Move stuff around. And then you go ahead and you call the pigs up. Well, what happened, sir? Well, nothing was missing, but somebody drunk half of my orange juice and urinated in my toilet, you know what I'm saying, and didn't flush it. Like, you know, if you go ahead and make these type of phone calls, you know, and that right there is just going to fall right into the psyop of the so-called mental health. You see what I'm saying? So there is multiple programs going on in this world that people are unaware of. You know, there's always a psyops behind everything. A lot of people are unaware of. You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, if I didn't know nothing about this, man, you know, I would be unaware of it too. You know what I'm saying? Because you imagine somebody come up to you saying, "Man, you know, somebody was in my crib and smelled like cigarettes and they drunk my apple juice and orange juice and like you tripping, man." Like, you know what I'm saying? You would just look at the person like, you tripping. Ain't nobody in your dang house doing that. But hey, there are people that's doing it. This is a real thing here that's going on in America. I can't speak for other countries, but I know it's in USA. And guess what? Guess what makes it even more interesting? The beast is funding it. That right there makes it even more interesting. The beast. That's right. The politicians, the people that you trust, you know, when people that you act like you would die for, that you run to these polls for, yeah, that's right. They're controlling the psyops. And with that being said, y'all, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, y'all. Keep your head up. Be vigilant. Your adversary is like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. Do not get devoured. Be vigilant. Be aware. Be sober-minded. Be woke. All right? We out.